you there.
7 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. So today we have Miss Peach McIntyre in the situation room. We haven't really been frequenting her lately. She ain't had a lot going on, but honey, it's the end of the month, so she had to crank it on back up. Y'all, first of all, I had to go over to my girl over on Tickety Talk. She had to let us know what the deal was when it come to Peach, and you know, I want to let y'all know what the deal is when it comes to the money, cause I'm perplexed. I'm perplexed about Peach for several reasons. Because she says that she is somebody. uh she said that she been big bag no hands for a long time, and I don't understand, being that that's the case with her, why is it that she consistently finds herself in these type of situations. Now there's two videos that we're gonna look at. It's not gonna be a long live. We're gonna get to the point and get the hell on. um, but one of the things, now this is something that she talked about a few days ago, but I just want to bring it back up for the sake of the conversation and making the point that I am trying to make here. So let's jump on over here real quick to Tickety Talk, and we're going to go ahead and listen to this video.
It's cool that you're not ashamed of your children peeing in the bed and not being able to read, and your ass don't know your phonics. Maybe you're not ashamed, but what about when your kids grow up? They might not want everybody knowing their business. I teach my children to not be ashamed. So even if somebody...
How can you tell a person not to have an emotion? There's no way that you can control your emotions, just like those children can't control how they're going to feel about a certain thing. Quite frankly, it is not really about emotions more so than it is about respect. Respect their privacy. Why did the public need to know that one of your kids' beds was pissy as fuck? Why did the public needs to know that your kids can't fucking read? And the thing about it is, you most of her kids are either before kindergarten or past kindergarten. Now, with that being the case, why uh why can't they read? I mean, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, that's where those fundamental reading skills come from. What did you have going on that your kids didn't get what they needed at that level? Why didn't you take the time to ensure that they were getting what they needed at that level? This the shit I don't understand. And the thing is, some kids don't get things. Some kids do take longer to learn. Why did she not give her kids the ability to get the lesson? If they couldn't get it the regular way, get them a tutor. Shit, you can do after school education for free in most elementaries and middle schools. I don't understand why she succumbed to the laziness that was required to put her kids in this position. Now here she is, her kids then had to be told on several occasions, this, that, and the third. Not her kids, but her. She had teachers last year giving her phonic type of things for her little girl. It's like, girl, what is wrong with you? You so busy running up in the ass of this man that you literally cannot take care of your children. But yet she always want to call people stupid hoes and dumb hoes, and she's the biggest hoe of them all.
does know their business It's okay. By the time they grow up, they will have mastered whatever it was that they were struggling with. Because we didn't wear the shame and we got the help that we needed when we needed it, it's
So why you didn't do that for yourself? You said that your kids don't need to wear the shame and they can get the help they need. Well, you said that your mama hurt your feelings, that your mama did this, that, and the third to you. Why you didn't not wear the shame and just get the help that you needed? See one, do one, teach one. You can't teach your kids to do shit that you don't know how to do. So what's up? What's up with that?
no longer an issue. What they learned how to do instead is problem solve and use their resources. They learned, instead of holding their head down and pretending like it's all good because somebody might judge me, they learned to raise their hand up and get the help they need from the experts.
Okay, clearly they didn't learn that because you got their ass in tutoring now because they motherfucking ass can't read. So uh clearly they were not able to just simply hold their hand up and get the help. And then you couldn't either because you still 20 years out of your mama house up here talking about how she done hurt your feelings, how she did this and how she did that to you. I needed help and I couldn't advocate for myself because I didn't have the skills at the time, or she was just mean and oh my God, why did she do this? Why did she do this in front of my family? I told her that hurt my feelings. Well, that's the same thing that you're saying, and that's the same thing that you're doing to your kids and telling your kids not to do.
There are people with the answers. Let's go seek the people with the answers. So this won't be a problem when I'm in my 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. That's my goal. Now, let's say my kids do grow up and they resent the fact that I told so much of their business on social media, such as peeing in the bed, telling people I peed in the bed until I was age 8, I'm struggling with phonics, etc., and that they can't read. Let's say they do grow up and resent me from that. It'll be what I always talk about. Resent me for that. It'll be what I always talk about. I'll do the 4 things that I say do, which is 1, I will acknowledge that what they're stating happened. I won't say, that's a lie. Number 2, I will apologize.
Bitch, we got video. You ain't got to tell your children that that's what you did because we got the proof. See, the thing about it is, Peach, you have no proof about anything you allege that your mother did. You want us to look at you and take you at face value and take you being a person who has lied to us consistently as a truth teller. That's what you want. You want us to be stupid. And that's what we're not going to do. That's why you get so frustrated because you can't manipulate us as the general public.
Because that wasn't my intent. I would apologize for the way it made them feel and then tell them my intent. They'll have the videos like this as a reference. Number 3, I would make a plan with them to move forward. Well, I'm sorry that I did that and it hurt your feelings and it made you feel shame. That was not my goal. My goal was to do X, Y, and Z. And I'm sorry that you didn't take it that way. I do apologize. Now, how can I help you move forward? What do you need from me in order to help you heal and grow and move forward from the experience? And then they'll tell me what they need, and I can tell them whether I want to commit to that or not. And then we'll both make a plan to move forward. Now, moving forward will look different for everybody. Some kids.
Why do you even have to have your kids do that? Why are you putting yourself in a position that that is what has to happen? Why don't you just not tell they fucking business? Why don't you stick to telling your own business and leave your fucking kids out of it? Because see, you told us as a mom that you don't need your kid's story in order to put it out there and make money off of them. That you weren't even going to put your kids on social media anymore. That was several months ago that you said that. But here you are. Not only have you not removed your children from your social media, you have taken it a step further to now call them piss pants ass dummies. Now that's what you said. I'm not calling your kids. That's what you said. They pee in the bed and that they not smart.
Might not want to talk to me. I'm okay with that. I'm no contact with my whole family. Some kids might need me to apologize every week. I'm okay with that. Some kid may say, hey, it's water under a bridge and we're over it. I'm okay with that. For me personally, I am rich. I tell y'all that all the time. I am rich. And when I say I'm rich, I'm not just talking about in money. I'm talking about in work ethic. I am willing to do the work. I am rich. Whatever work needs to be done to mend this so that you can heal and have a great life, from my standpoint, what you need from me, I'm willing to do the work. I am rich. When I'm tired, when I'm frustrated, when I'm going through whatever I'm going through, I am willing to do the work. I am rich. I'm rich in work ethic, right? I'm willing to pay whatever price I gotta pay for the decisions I made, the good ones and the bad ones. It's no difference in this whole reading situation. My kids would all be exceptional readers if I was not gambling. So this is a price of me gambling.
Now, how the hell? Because there are plenty of other people who have gambled. We're going to talk about what you're saying. And in spite of the fact that they were avid gamblers, some people even make a lot of money off of gambling. They spend time gambling, they travel gambling, they do all of these things. But these kids can still read. Why is that?
This is my price that I have to pay. This is my debt to society for those poor decisions that I made. It's a consequence. I'm willing to pay the price. We're gonna move forward because I'm rich. My children will be healed, will be whole, and they will be exceptional readers. I'm trying to watch the way.
You say that you're an amazing mother. Why would you even put yourself in a position to do something that will cost your kids something so valuable? I mean, reading is a fundamental skill. Like, that is something that they need, to even just be able to minimally take care of themselves here in the world. Why would you do that to them? Why are you that mother? Now, you will ride to the end of the earth to do something for Wood, a motherfucker who wouldn't even piss on you if you was on fire. And he's proven that. I mean, you admit that he's proven that. Hell, you know, stood up here and had all these damn kids trying to stick him at home with him. And he even told the police, I'm sick of her and her babies. Not literally. That's not literally what he said, but figuratively, that's what he had to say represented. I'm tired. I cannot do this with these kids all the time, every single day. And she just wants to give me one night out on my own. And then, when I take liberty to have the weekend to myself, she want to act the donkey. Now, he is worth you going ape shit. You got pissed off at him because he left you at home with your fucking kids. But gambling was more important to you than taking care of your kids.
I, I speak now on purpose instead of just only speaking Ebonics. I'm trying to formulate sentences correctly so I can teach that to my kids, even though I like speaking the other way. I'm trying to master doing both. All right. So I hope that answers your question. To summarize, for those of you who elevators don't go to the penthouse, the summary is
The fact that they don't receive what you putting out don't mean they elevator don't go to the penthouse. What they are more so saying is, what kind of ignorant, dumb ass, low life ass female would put themselves in a position that they literally made $1 million but didn't think enough of their kids to have someone there that in their absence will still make sure their kids got what they needed. Because you could have had a house manager and it didn't have to be a certain type of person. You know, it just needed to be who could be successful and who could make sure your kids got from point A to point B. You could have done so many things because you are the one who said you made $1 million. $1 million. There are people that work 9 to 5s and they live way more rich, way more put together than you, and you claim that you are a multi-million dollar earner. Just help me understand that.
I teach my kids to not wear shame, and if they grow up and decide that this was a shameful moment and I should not have discussed it with the internet, I will do the 4 things. Acknowledge, apologize, make a plan to change, work that plan to actually change. All right? I was trying.
So that was one of the things that Peach had to say that I wanted to discuss here. I actually saved that so that we could talk about it. Now here's another video in reference to Peach that I want to discuss, and it goes along the same lines, and it just shows how invested in this spouse she is, but uninvested in her kids. Because there's no reason, number one, that her kids should have trouble reading, and number two, that she should have told it. Now, her lying ass said that she reads books to her kids all the time. Her lying ass said that she buy books from them and they read all the time. All of these things she said, but now they can't read at all. Like, the shit is weird to me. I just don't understand it. But let's jump over here to this other video. Let me go ahead and pull it up and then we'll discuss that. Give me one moment to get her up on the screen.
However, my husband may screw the nanny. I can afford a nanny. However, my husband may screw the nanny. That's the status I just made. Hello. Hello. And it's literally the truth. By now, you all know who my husband is. Some of you guys think that these are skits. Like, oh, I just be lying like my husband cheats on me. No, my husband really does cheat on me. And I really stay even after he cheats on me.
So then why talk about it? You don't care because you stay. Why do you even care that he cheat? Because you know that you're not going nowhere. I mean, clearly your self-esteem is in hell. And like this woman says over here in the comments, may this love never find me. And they write about that. If it does, I'm running like hell. Never. This is so sad. I mean, never, ever, ever pass me. Just pass me on by. I mean, hire a male nanny. It's like, that's an obvious thing to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't even understand why that wasn't something that she would think of. But then somebody else says he might screw that person. Now, if he do that, it's too much going on and too much for the streets. Now, I know y'all can't see the comments, and I do apologize for that, but let's continue listening to what she said, and we'll go from there.
So me knowing who my husband is and me knowing what I tolerate, I'm not going to put myself in a position to hire a nanny that I know my husband may sleep with. Now, if my husband and I were to get divorced, then I could have hi. These are some happy little fellas. Hello, my baby. Hi. Hello. You happy mommy song? We gotta clean up out here. Y'all happy to be outside? My baby's hair falling back out again. So anywho, me deciding to stay with my husband is something with my own personal boundaries, right? There's an insecurity going on inside of me that allows me to stay with this man.
Honey, that ain't no insecurity. Your damn self-esteem is in hell. That's what it is, bitch. And quite frankly, you such an asshole, you know you ain't gonna get nobody else.
That constantly cheats on me, doesn't pull his weight, etc. I have come to have a lot of empathy for my husband just because I know how we both were raised. I was raised feeling like nobody loved me except my great grandma Merle, who is not deceased, and my husband. I wonder if this is my Instacart order. Well, it might be. But I'm starting to realize, like, okay, this isn't the kind of love that I deserve. Once upon a time, the love that my husband gave was better than the love that I didn't get. Now that I'm getting older and wiser, I'm starting to realize that this isn't the love that I deserve, nor is it the love that I want to accept. So you guys may see how that looks soon. My husband is getting better. slowly, as well as I'm not perfect either, right? My husband had an alcohol addiction. I had a gambling addiction. My husband hasn't drank alcohol in 2 years, so he's getting better. I haven't gambled in 4 months, so I'm also getting better. We both come from fucked up backgrounds, and we're
but that is never a reason to okay bullshit and BS. Um, you are saying that you basically feel sorry for him because his daddy was a cheater. I mean, that's no reason to feel sorry for him because there are plenty of people who came from cheaters who don't cheat.
both trying. I just try harder. That part is a little bit frustrating, but at the current moment, I know I'm not gonna leave him. So instead of me hiring a nanny that can come work at our house and know like there's a probability that my husband is going to screw the nanny, I just won't get one and I'll put the kids in daycare. Now, is it a probability that he can screw the girls that work at daycare? Of course. So it's like that makes me think, ugh, do you still want to continue to stay with this man?
Girl, this is the most dumbest shit I done heard in quite some time. Just hire you a damn concubine and let him have his fucking peace. I mean, because this whole conversation is stupid. You want to stay with somebody who is going to cheat on you. That's what you want for yourself. So let it be what it is. Maybe you'll feel better if you pick the motherfucker he sleep with. I mean, what you want us to say, bitch? I mean, that's some dumbass shit. And the fact that she put this much thought, effort, time, and concentration into this conversation, but then in the next conversation, she was talking about her kids being, you know, peeing in the bed, which some kids do have weak bladders. Just because they pee in the bed sometimes don't make them not be potty trained. They just got a weak bladder. They can't hold it at night or whatever. But the bottom line is, why you even worried about the dude? If he gonna do what he gonna do anyway, just be over here focusing on your kids. Some shit you can control. Because otherwise, like I said, this is a stupid conversation. But it's just another example of how, she rich, but she can't even, with her so-called smart mind and her money, hire a male nanny. So you saying Wood gonna sleep with him too? It's just proving how stupid she is.
I really have to do a lot of inner work with myself to gain the strength to walk away from my marriage. In the meantime, I'm not ready yet. I am currently working on me so that I can increase my standards and what I accept. But in the meantime, this is what I choose to accept because of what's going on internally with me and me making an excuse. And our childhood is why we're both like this. His daddy
No,
always
you
cheated on his mom. His mom.
you like that because that's what you want. He's like that because you ain't what he want. You are what he has, but clearly you're not what he want because he ain't made not any effort at any point or time to just be into you. Now he seems to have settled down a little bit, but damn, he is settled down, from I guess wanting to be out all the time, but hell, um whoever Nia is in her chat talking about, I miss when people used to keep secrets. She about right. But this self-aware, no, she's like I said, her damn self-esteem is in hell. That's why she act this way. This is some dumbass shit right here.
Accepted all the outside kids. He just like his daddy, being real gracious when we're both grown now and we have a choice. So I really have to deal with what's going on with me in order for me to decide if I want to leave for real, or if I'm going to continue to stay. I can afford a nanny.
So, guys, basically, my entire point is what I just said. She will spend all this time and effort trying to make her situation with Wood make sense. She'll put in the money to do whatever needs to be done, and she, gonna go hard for him. But yet she sit here and allow her children to not be able to read. Let's not even focus on the pee in the bed thing because she has small kids. They're going to have accidents, even if they are perfectly fine. So that's not even something to talk about. And I know I said something about piss pants and whatever. That's a name that I use. I actually use it for a family member. They don't pee in the bed, but I mean, they could laugh hard and have to pee. That's why I call them piss pants. So I don't want you to think that I'm insulting her children, because that's not at all what it is. But I think it's a shame that they can't read. And I also think it's a shame that if these kids aren't getting the bare minimum that they should get in certain grades, they should not be moving on. So it's some shady shit going on with that school system. And she's basically saying that Lakewood Ranch is allowing her kids to move forward, though they're not getting their basic skills. And she's a rich bitch, but only at this late conjecture is she putting the effort into paying for nannies. She's let them be in this situation all this time. Tell me what y'all think about this, guys. Do you guys feel that this is a crock of bullshit and it's not as bad as she thinks? Or she's really that messed up of a mom? And what do you think? Does she put the same effort in with Wood, in your opinion, that she does with these kids? Or do you agree with my assessment of that? Let's talk about it in the comments, guys. Thank y'all so very much for watching. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.
She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mud. She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mud. I'm a dog, I'm a mud. I get smoked already so hard in my blunt is. I see guys' pretty faces, so I got trouble trusting. But I let my guard down for you. Said I'll put my guard down for you. Said I'll be vulnerable, so you can break my heart if you want to. She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mud. She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mud. I'm a dog, I'm a mud. No crib talk come through, it's time to break it in. 32 like my pen size, cause the niggas try breaking it. No condo, say your name at the front. You can stay if you want. It's been one of those nights I ain't had in a minute. It's been a minute, had the poppers from the recreate the feeling. But it's never the same as the first time we did it. First time we did it. But I let my guard down for you. Said I'm